Hey guys, RoboBacon here with another video. So in this video, I'm going to show you some key features of OS X Yosemite. Before saying any of this, alright, first thing I want to say is the date. The date today is October 19, 2014. That means that Yosemite has only been out for, 3 days. So, what's that mean, you're probably asking? Glad you asked. Well, that means that there's going to be a lot of bugs. And there is a lot of bugs that I've seen, especially in Safari, okay? And I will be showing you those today. Now, these bugs hopefully will go away. And if Apple, I doubt it, but if Apple ever watches one of these videos or any other video this one's posted about the stupid bugs, I'm not making fun of you, Apple. I love you. I'm sorry. Whatever. Well, I hope they fix them and get an update out as soon as possible. So, with that being said, let's get right into it. Now, the first thing I am going to show you is how much RAM hog of Yosemite is. So this is kind of bad, but we're just going to type in activity monitor here, and we're going to in Spotlight. And the only programs that I have open right now, and it's not draining anything from activity monitor, only program I have up is QuickTime Player because I'm using that to record my audio and screen. So we're going to memory here. You can see 6.31 gigabytes of memory already used, and it's only have one program running. If you only have a 4 gig memory, or RAM, or whatever you want to call it, computer, Mac, whatever, PC, not PC, what am I talking about? Oh my god, it's been a long day. I just recorded that, that doc video. You guys probably saw that. But getting right to the point here, it's a RAM hog, basically. That's a good word for it. OS X is a RAM hog, okay? If you only have a 4 gigabyte RAM or memory or whatever you want to call it, computer or iMac or whatever, a computer, let's say a Mac, let's say here, please, by all means, upgrade to 8 or 16 or even 32, please. Sorry, taking a sip of my water. Okay, let's close out of activity monitor here. First thing I'm gonna show you is Safari. So let's just go into Safari. Now, you're probably wondering in the new version of Safari on OS X Yosemite, how do I get into full screen mode? Well, it used to be over here. It's not there anymore, as you can see. It's crazy, but it's actually over here now. So you will guess this from Windows. This has been doing from 1994, I think, or 1995. It's always been red dots close, orange or yellow is minimize. Well, you would think that maximize would be the green. No, it's full screen. There it is. It's full screen. It's crazy, but I know it's true. Okay, it's just crazy. We'll go back into Safari a little bit later, but next I want to show you about dark mode. Dark mode is this is kind of crazy because when they announced it, the event that they announced Yosemite was coming out, they showed Craig Federighi showed on his demo that he always does that to turn on dark mode, it would be Apple logo, and it'll be right here where recent items is. It's not there. It's nowhere to be found here. To get it, you actually have to go into system. Oh God, no, not the App Store. What am I doing here, David? What am I doing? What am I doing? You want to go into system preferences. It's crazy, right? It's just every time you want to switch, you have to go to system preferences. General. There it is. There you have it. Dark mode. Now, dark mode is something that you would probably look cool first 5 minutes that you use it, and then look terrible to some people. But I kind of like it. I've used it for a couple days now of Yosemite, and I kind of like it. I just turned it off to show you guys. I think I'm going to leave it on for this video. So yeah. Now, I have no idea why the crap Apple did this, but usually, if you were going to change something with your browser, where would it be? Would it be in general, or would it be in the browser settings? Well, apparently it's supposed to be in general, not the browser settings, because right here, default web browser. Crazy. It's in general. So now you can pick your default web browser. Crazy. Now, I've found a little bit of a bug. It's kind of funny. Some applications that aren't web browsers that you have, like Evernote, actually, I deleted it because I got scared it wasn't a virus or anything. But I did have Evernote. It actually displayed right here, and I could have Evernote as my default web browser. Crazy, right? Derp. Okay. I don't know, but that was derp. Okay. So the next thing is this. Allow handoff between the Mac and your iCloud devices. This is like what am I on about? iCloud Drive, kinda, but not exactly. If you have an email that you started on your iDevice, there's going to be, your iDevice will pop up right next to the Finder. You click on it, and you could start the email on your computer and then carry it on from your iDevice. In this case, being an iPod Touch. Now, I've tried this with a iOS 6 device, and it's not working. There's a lot of bugs. Now, it's supposed to work on all devices and all versions of iOS and OS X, but it's not for some awkward reason. Now, this has a lot of bugs. Plus, I wouldn't even use this that much. I would use iCloud Drive. Would be my number one use for this. I wouldn't use this, but whatever. If you want to use it, fine. But this has a lot of bugs. Just remember that, because it's one time I tried to make my Mac go to my iPhone, and it was not working right. It didn't save, and the only word that it went like in a different language. It was awkward. Oh my God. It was very weird. So, with that being said, the next thing is Spotlight. Now, I'm not going to go and show Spotlight. I know I kind of already did with Activity Monitor. I showed that, but I'm just going to go into this, and then I'll show you the real thing. So, with that being said, here are your settings. So you could actually have it, so it will, Spotlight is different now in a way, and a big eugenetic difference. I mean, like, you could search from everything. Now, there is a little bit of a glitch here. It says Bing web searches. That was never Bing right here. Okay, it was usually Google, because you know, like, who owns Bing. Not even going to say their name because I hate them so much, because that stupid ad on, never mind, about the Surface Pro 3. So, because now Safari can search anywhere in the entire web search. So it will search anywhere. And by the way, if you're seeing what I'm doing right now, yeah, you probably do. This is my audio. Okay, it's recording like, oh, you can see the lights go up, the things go up. I hope that's not too loud. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. Don't pay attention to that. So, with that being said, it will search the entire internet for whatever you're searching. Now, if you have a folder that you don't want to be searched, you could go under privacy. Let's say it's taxes. Or in this case, I could do my David Wilson folder right here, which has some stuff in it. It just has some pictures and my saved cart that I don't want anybody to see. And yeah. So it's not important for me right now, but just as an example. Press the add button, or I'm not sure about this. Yeah. So you could actually just drag and drop a folder. And then if you go into Spotlight, search David Wilson, it will not come up. So, but if you drag, if you press minus and then do it, David Wilson folder. Yep, there it is. The folder did come up. All the stuff in the folder did come up. So it's a great way of doing that. I'm gonna keep that out just because I don't want that folder to be searched. So the next thing is, well, it is have to do with Spotlight. It's Alfred. Now, if you guys have known Alfred, I've used it all of the time that I've used this. I just recently deleted it because of this beautiful new Spotlight. Spotlight is a lot like Alfred. Okay, I'll have the link for Alfred if you, for some reason, don't want to download Yosemite. I'll have the link for Alfred in the description. I hope I remember. If I don't, I'm so sorry. And I just butchered it. But whatever. So, next thing. Notifications. Now, notifications is really different. Now, let's go into notifications and settings. Now you have Do Not Disturb, which is a great feature. Yeah. So, you could set a time. From a certain time, you could do it. Or you could do it like, let's say you're at work or at an Apple TV or whatever TV, and you don't want a pop-up or like Facebook or Twitter or email pop-up message to come up on your screen. You could do it when mirroring to TV and projectors, and it will not come up as it will be Do Not Disturb. Also, when the device is sleeping, I don't like that, so I'm just going to keep that off. Next is iCloud Drive. Now, I'm not going to get really into this because this is an entire separate video, but I'm just going to do a little bit of brief look on the settings and then go into a little bit brief later on in the video. So, with that being said, let's go into iCloud. Oh, just loading up my crap in there. So, iCloud Drive, again, it's very, very, very cool. I use it a lot to mix-max things between my iPod Touch and my iPhone and my Mac and all of that. So, iCloud Drive is you go onto iCloud, well, on your computer, there's a folder, which I will show you later, but right now I'm just showing you the settings. But, you will go onto iCloud.com on your iDevice, and you could switch files between files. Now, this is not buggy at all, actually. I really love this feature. That's why I don't use handoff anymore. I just use this because it's so beautiful. Okay. You do have some options here. Options. This is kind of stupid. You could set stuff which will be saved in iCloud. Now, some of this you might not care about, like Automator or whatever, how to pronounce that, script editor, text editor, you might not care about that. But some of these things like pages and numbers and Keynote and iMovie and Mail and all this stuff is sometimes very, very useful if you want to maybe check an email but you don't want to sign in on another person's laptop when you're away and you couldn't bring your other laptop or computer. It's very good because you could just go to iCloud.com, sign in on your Apple ID, and then have it, and then show them the thing that you want or show them the email. Or let's say that your email didn't send right. Then, to get more gigabytes and memory space on here, on your iCloud Drive, because this is run on memory, so you could have a load of memory on it. It's very easy to manage. it's going to be loading, and buy more storage. And it's simple. It's starting at $1. And yeah. So yeah. Okay. So we're actually done with system preferences. Now we are just going to go back onto Safari, and I'm going to tell you some stuff how to get Mavericks back on your Safari. Not the look of it, but just the way of it. Now, I love the new Safari. I'm just saying, I love it because, as you can see here, I have my stuff right here. It's very easy and it's not cluttered. But if you do want the favorites bar right here back, you just press this button and it will come back up. Or some people don't have that because lots of settings were switched in the update to Yosemite. So you want to go to View and then Show Favorites Bar, and it will show. I have hated this favorites bar ever since I've started this Mac. It's just crazy. Now with top sites is kind of different now. So if you go into where is top sites actually? I've always wondered this. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, here it is. I'm so sorry. So this is what you would do. So this would be your, oh God, no. So sorry. So this is kind of a new way of this is kind of like an icon view of like an iPad or something. And these are my favorites on here. And to get back to the regular way, you just press this button next to the star, and then you got back to your top sites. Now this is a good example of iCloud Drive. You go to iCloud.com and this will load up, and if you just sign in with your Apple ID here, you guys don't know my password, so you can't hack it. Post password doesn't even come up on the screen, so that's okay. And then, nope, I always get that wrong. And then it will load, and here is your iCloud Drive, basically. Pretty cool, right? Because if you hit iCloud Drive, this is what will happen. Ta-da! And now you have all of your files. Quick access, just beautiful, okay? And this is what you can do on your iDevice. So, with that being said, we can actually just... Lots of things have been changed, and I want to show you guys how to do that, because a lot of stuff that you wanted are changed. So I'm going to go back to Google, actually, and I'm just going to show you how to get back your homepage, because that's one of the top things that people have been messing about here, that's been changed and during the update of OS X Yosemite. So with that being said, let me show you here. General, and you want to make sure a new window is thing, and then homepage or whatever you want, and then homepage, and then type in the homepage you want, and then don't do that. Okay, just don't. Okay, so that's how you do it, and you could change. And another thing is save downloaded files automatically. I didn't have that set. This is kind of a surprise for me. I had it set, so it would do everything in my folder that's David Wilson. So we could just actually, I have like notes here, so just let me. Give me 1 second. I'm so sorry here. Oh, phone calls. That's what I wanted to talk about. So we could actually just quit that. So, as you can see right here on FaceTime, I love FaceTime. Let me actually, just for your guys' sake, don't pay attention to this. I'm actually just going to turn on magnification so you guys can see all this better. That's better. So FaceTime is right here. And as you can see, you have some option there. Okay, you have like a little phone, and you could connect your phone to it, and I just hate that feature. I'm not even going to talk about that feature. I hate it. So now I'm going to tell you a little bit more about iCloud Drive. Now, iCloud Drive should be right there when you enable. Okay, it should actually be just right on your Finder. If not, you want to go to Preferences on Finder. And then iCloud Drive should be checked. If it's not, it will disappear, but if it is, it will be there. So now you have these folders here, which you can put. So if there's a Pages document, I have a load of school things right there. I could get them on my iPhone at school. And same thing with Numbers, and same thing with Preview. So that's a little bit more about that. Now, the grand finale, not grand finale, there's still two more. Let me just check here. There's two more things I'm going to talk about, but this is very crazy. Alright, so that doesn't actually say the numbers. Alright, that's good. I didn't want to show out anybody's number, but let me just type in 646. That's my old number. And it doesn't even work. See, it won't even work, but you do something. Alright, whatever. I'll just use this guy. Alright, I'll use her. So if you press details, let's say that this was a person that really loves technology, like myself, and probably a lot of you. But they are having some trouble with something. And you didn't want to go over the phone and like they can't hear you, or messages, or text them, or whatever, and they didn't, like, you don't want to be doing it and then you have to listen to it. Well, if you do details, press this button, okay? You can actually set it so that person, if she's online, she's not right now, and or he, they can see your screen, or you can see their screen. Now, I think that's an amazing feature. I just love that feature. Now, second to last thing is notifications. Now, notifications is a lot different. I love it. Because when, let's say you were watching a YouTube video and you just got an email, but you didn't catch it, and you were like, no. Well, you still want to watch your YouTube video, right? Well, it's stupid, because if you're watching your YouTube video in Mavericks, it will push the YouTube video to the side and you won't get the full view of it. It would be terrible. I hate it. So now it just brings up, like, if you were doing, like, a lot of this stuff is like iOS 7. But as you can see, I have a load of stuff right here that I've done. Now, one of the features that I have loved is the feature to do not disturb right by the notifications. And if you go to notifications right here, you have all of your notifications right there. And today, this is the version I love. See, it's Sunday, October 19th. Oh, excuse me. Oh my gosh. So if you press this button, it will take you to the notification settings, which is kind of cool. If you press the edit button, which I love, there will be some third-party apps in here, but these are Apple apps, and you can drag them on and set them where you want. So it's kind of like, you know, if you were jailbreaking your device, and Cydia, you wanted to customize your your notifications bar more. Well, now you have that feature instead of like jailbreaking Mac, which isn't even a thing. So, as you can see, mine right here, I have social, calendar, weather, calculator, and then I have my today view. And you can press done to save your changes. Oh, the grand finale is Spotlight. Now I am gonna turn off dark mode, but just for you guys, as you can see, Spotlight is big, but it also adapts to dark mode. So if I turn off dark mode, it's back to normal. Now, to get to Spotlight, you can either press this button, which I hate. I like to do Command Space, and here it is. So, now, you can actually search files on your computer, folders, a million other stuff. You can search maps. Maps is a little bit different. I'll tell you that in a sec. You can search reminders, FaceTime, contacts, files. It's just amazing. Now, with the Maps is actually going to search not maps on Apple Maps or Google Maps. It's actually going to search Yelp. Now, if you don't know what Yelp is, I don't know if there is an app in the App Store, but I'll search it. No, I'm so sorry there isn't, but you know what? I'll bring it up.